We're done for today, Mr. Miles. I suggest you return to your room and get some rest.
Well, I mean, first I'm gonna need to chat up Kristen Bell here. I don't know what's going on with this camera though. It's getting pretty freaky with it. Hey, how you doing? What are you doing after you get done interrogating me a little later tonight, baby? I don't know that I'm allowed to chat her up yet. She seems to become interested sometimes. I mean, she's on my side. We heard her. She was like, hey, don't kill him. There we go.
So you're really an assassin? Like Altair?
Yes and no.
What do you mean?
I was supposed to be one, but I ran away from the farm when I was 16.
Farm?
Yeah, that's what they called the place where I grew up. The farm. Like Messiah, I guess. Only not so, creepy. Just a small community in the middle of nowhere. About 30 of us living, you know, off the grid.
Why?
Thought my parents were just crazy hippies trying to stick it to the man, you know? My dad was always going on about our enemies, how they'd be looking for us, how we'd have to be prepared. No one ever came. Nothing ever happened.
Why'd you run away?
I could never leave the compound. You have any idea what it feels like being trapped in a place, knowing there was a whole world out there I'd never get to see?
Don't you miss your parents?
No. As far as I'm concerned, they weren't my parents. They were my wardens, and I was their prisoner.
It sounds like they only wanted to protect you.
With all that's happened, I don't know. I guess they were right.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dredge up the past.
It's all right. Gives me something to think about.
Try and get some sleep. We've got a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
The camera refuses. Wait, what can I
Got a question for you before I turn in.
Oh.
Sure.
How did they find me? I mean, I haven't been anywhere near another assassin for 10 years.
Use your real name?
Nope. Not before today.
Credit cards?
Cash only.
Telephone?
There's no one to call.
Driver's license?
Motorcycle. Guilty pleasure.
There's your answer. Photo, fingerprint.
This is a drug company. What does Abstergo have to do with the DMV?
Desmond, these guys are everywhere. I'm sorry, I really can't talk about it.
Well, you see, we're this giant mega corporation that pretty much does everything and rules the world. We are the Templars of the I mean, I can't tell you anything about this.
Damn it, they locked the door.
Nothing to do but sleep. Or maybe whine about my lack of clothes changing again. Nope. Just sleep. I don't climb in from the bottom of the bed, though. It's a character trait. I personally, when I go into the... I don't know what those runes were, man. What were they? I just flop into bed from wherever.
Gotta say, that's a little creepy, Doc. Waking up to you standing over me. You been watching me sleep?
I'm a little
We're
jealous of their
always
blinking
watching you.
pens.
Now get up. We've got a lot of work to do.
Ooh, wonder who I get to kill today.
Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. Miles. If the deaths of a few people, evil people, no less, could save the lives of thousands more, well, it seems a small sacrifice.
What do you mean, almost?
They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the tumors, but fail to treat the source and, well, you're buying time at best. There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Chemo for the masses.
Education, re-education, to be more precise. But it's not easy, and it doesn't always take.
Let me guess. You've got a better solution. What is it then?
Now that would be telling.
Solution of the Templar, I mean, from Assassin's Creed 4, I'd say it's probably to just control the population with media, like video games.
Should you enter a fistfight, guards will not interfere. but drawing your weapon will turn
Oh. I
Alive.
can brawl all I like.
But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see, and then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassins fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. It manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions, your rank as well. You are a novice, a child once more, as you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No, not yet at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish,
It is.
then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
Ah, but that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
Must find the traitor who was working with the Templar. The game, of course, will inform me that I've lost everything. Can't counter. That's the one that really grinds my gears. My inability to counter. I can't sprint right now. I'd love to. There it goes. Get out of my way, then. I refuse to take your standard walking path.
He must be late for something.
I wonder where he's off.
Do you think he's being chased by someone?
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes, yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor.
Yes, begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
So remembering like the Templar and how they try to just kind of control humanity from the shadows rather than the assassin's way of eliminating highly corrupt individuals. I've been reading a comic book called The Unwritten. I might have mentioned it briefly. It is amazing. You should all read it. It is absolutely incredible. It's like $10 for the first volume, which is like the first 5 comic books if you had gotten it in comic book form. But I'd highly recommend the first 2 because I feel like the second one is actually stronger than the first, and the third's actually even better. It's just been getting amazing. I'm on the 5th right now, and I've ordered all of them. Volume 2 is starting next year. It's just super duper good. I'll actually drop a link into the description here for it. And then if you guys click that, I'll get a little bit of money back if you end up buying it through Amazon, which would be really cool. Where is my nearby bench? I believe it is just over here. it has many cool themes, the same as Assassin's Creed does.
I know what I saw. Musun opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Mualim.
I can't. Musun did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the Weaver. He can name Masun's accomplice.
He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
The basket weaver must go. I prefer to climb whenever at all possible, as opposed to walking.
Has he lost his mind?
Who are you talking to? Have I lost my mind? Alright, fine. I won't start a fist fight with a random woman on the street. I'd have to lock onto her to do that. It's just too much effort. Gotta be the right distance away to start the mission.
Just one. We lost everything in the attack and have no place to store our grain.
I can't right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.